We've already excavated and backfilled half of the car park where we've had some very interesting features dating probably over a 400-year period.
Try and establish a timeline of what might have been going on this particular part. But every now and again we do come across bits like pipe stems, oyster shell tells us what they've been eating here.
My name's Mandy, okay, and I'm an archaeologist. Now, what's my job? What do I do? Yes?
You look to artifacts back from the past.
I do, absolutely. I dig up old things from the past. Let's look at this map, for example. This one's very old, it's from 1743. So, what is this here? In the middle. It is, and what is that there? The church, exactly. So we can see roughly where we are, can't we? We know then that somewhere near here, there was a pottery kiln. Now Prescott, you're very, very famous for this pottery production. Lots of it was made. We did find a big cache of pottery, which we're hoping may have been the site of the kiln. The amount of pottery that we found in it would suggest that if it's not here, it's very close by.
These are all very nice examples of coursewares, so cooking pots, utility wares, kitchenwares, if you will. It's fairly easily dated to the early part of the 18th century. It would have been a medium-sized vessel, perhaps around this kind of thing in diameter. One person cooking a large pot of soup and spreading that out throughout the family. It's very much a working class piece of pottery, which is why it's so lovely and why it's so nice that we have so much here.
This piece here is particularly interesting. What we've got imprinted in this piece of clay are the fingerprints of the potter who was actually here making this pottery. This is a piece of waste clay which wasn't going to be used for whatever reason. The potter has screwed it up in his hand and thrown it away. And so that's really nice that we've actually got the handprints and the fingerprints of the people who were making this pottery here a couple of hundred years ago.
This is an intact cod bottle. So this would have been either a ginger beer or a fizzy bottle. It's one of the first productions of pop bottles that you have. As you can see down here, it actually says Prescott on the bottom of it, just at the bottom there. So we know that this is a localised production in the centre of Prescott. It really helps to contextualise it. It's actually where we get the term pop from. The marble on the inside that you can hear would have been pressurised and pushed against this top part. And as you pushed the marble down to get into the bottle, it would make a wonderful popping sound as the marble fell into the bottle.
A few days ago we came across this pipe bowl, which when intact would be about this long in length, if not about this long. Could possibly be end of the 16th century towards the beginning of the 17th century.
What we did find, which was quite a shock and unexpected, was a rock-cut well cut into the bedrock, which predates the building that it's inside. When the Victorians came to add in this building, they've discovered the well, realised that the well would probably be quite useful to them, and so they decided that they would keep the well in use and build around it. They've built an arch over the well, so to us, this suggests that the well was still in use after they've constructed the building. This is probably just became a well house where they've come in to collect the water, to take away to other parts of the site, to use that water in the production of the pottery. And possibly even as a water supply to the later Victorian houses that we know were built here.
My name is Tom Roberts. I'm now 85, but my grandfather and my father lived on this site in a passage called Gaskell's Passage, which ran off Highfield Place. We're now looking towards Gaskell's Passage. My father actually lived here until he was married. He used to tell me that he used to play under the big lamp in Eccleston Street there, and they used to play somewhere called Hardy's House. They said that Hardy's House was at the back of the pub.